It's him again.
Raphinha might be the most disrespected player in football right now. He's not flashy enough for YouTube highlights, not flashy enough for Twitter debates.
And if he's trending, it's usually for the wrong reasons. But if you actually watch him play, you see everything modern football demands.
Relentless pressing, smart movement, team-first decisions. Decisions that actually impact the game.
Every time he plays well, it's just silence. But if he had one bad touch, people would call him finished. He's judged by memes, not by his actual performance. Let's talk about what people are missing.
Raphinha doesn't really fit the quote-unquote superstar mold. He's not doing joga bonito like Vinicius. He's not posting with designer fits like Neymar. He's that guy who never stopped playing, like he was fighting for a contract. That's the problem. Football on the internet rewards flashy type players, not pure functional type players. And Raphinha is the definition of pure function.
People don't want honest footballers anymore. They want players to entertain. So if you're not doing TikTok skills, nobody really cares about your defensive performance you had that game. It's pretty much pointless.
Even when he does perform, the narrative doesn't change. Score? It's just a tap in. Assist? Lamine Yamal did all the work. Miss one chance? He's not made for Barca.
It's wild because this is a player who dragged Leeds United out of relegation. The same guy that started at the World Cup for Brazil.
Raphinha's not overrated. He's overlooked.
And that says more about the internet than it says about him.
Let's get a little tactical. Raphinha's not in the team for highlight reels. He's there to make the system work. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona's structure finally fits Raphinha's style. It's not static. It allows for it to breathe for a little bit. They usually start in a 4-2-3-1, but when they build out, it turns into a 3-2-5.
Under Xavi, he was basically glued to the right wing, but now he's moving on the left side, on the right side, wherever they need him.
In Flick's setup, he starts wide to stretch the field, then sneaks into those dangerous pockets behind defenders. He's not just crossing, he's creating. Half the time, his run causes the goal, even if he never touches the ball.
It's something Raphinha does pretty typically. He does the hard-working stuff so that everyone around him looks pretty good. You know that guy in group projects that does all the work while someone else presents it? Yeah, that's pretty much him.
Flick's version of Barca is more vertical, more direct, so Raphinha's chaos actually matters now. When he presses, they win it higher. When he cuts inside, it opens the left side. It's small details, but they shift the rhythm of the entire attack.
He's not the guy you usually notice when there's a Barcelona game on TV. He's the guy that makes guys like Lamine Yamal or Lewandowski look pretty good.
And it shows. It really shows. He's producing, pressing, and finally playing like himself without overthinking every single touch.
It's not that he just became a genius randomly. It's the trust that's been put into him. Flick, or Hansi Flick, gave him the freedom to be free again. And that's when Raphinha's football actually gets him to the new level.
Every system has a price. Even Flick's freedom comes with a caveat. The same structure that gives him space might also isolate him. He's been able to stretch the pitch so well that sometimes he stretches himself out of the game.
When Barcelona plays pretty well, others get the spotlight. On the other hand, when it's the other way around, Raphinha usually takes the blame.
He's a system support, invisible when it holds, obvious only when it breaks.
And their boys is the actual trap. When your job is to usually make others shine, people assume you're actually ass.
Social media rewards noise. Raphinha plays in silence. He's the difference between a system working and falling apart, and that's what makes him invisible.
And that is how respect looks like when the game stops seeing you.
He never complained. He's never chased headlines. He just continues to play week in and week out.
And now it seems like it's finally paying off.
Under Flick, Raphinha has found some kind of rhythm. 30 goals, 20 plus assists across all competitions. One of the craziest stat lines we've seen in the modern era. Something Messi or Ronaldo could only come up with in their prime. When the opportunities rise, he rises with them. Champions League nights, big matches, crazy crowds, you name it.
The same player that everyone called replaceable is now irreplaceable by Barcelona.
His numbers match the best wide players in Europe. The difference? He didn't need the spotlight to reach them. For Brazil, he's become the mature link between flair and structure. The player coaches trust when things get frantic.
It's not about proving people wrong at this point. It was proving the work was worth it all along.
He went from Leeds' chaos to Barca's order. From the meme section of Twitter to the core of Flick's plan. That's not luck. That's evolution.
Raphinha's story isn't about being flashy. It's about being critical. The kind of player football still fails to appreciate, still doesn't know how to appreciate until he's fully gone.
Maybe respect doesn't come from highlight reels. Maybe it comes from the moment nobody notices. When you press, when you recover, when you create the pass before the assist.
That's Raphinha, and that's why I had to talk about him, to at least pose the question.
He's proof that you don't need to be loud to matter. You just need to keep showing up.
If you've made it this far, you're built differently. You actually care about football. So hit subscribe, drop a comment, and tell me, is Raphinha underrated or maybe just underappreciated?
Now,
if you want to explore what modern football looks like in under 10 minutes, click the video up above or down below. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked the video. This is me, shining a light with a player that doesn't get that much love. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.